Hey everybody, I'm Nick here, and welcome back. Welcome back to Moons of Madness. So, last episode, got pretty bad. Yeah. For some reason, this game, does not play well with a lot of things. It's really unfortunate, it just doesn't play well with stuff. Not only does it apparently murder my computer, but to the point where it actually hinders its ability to do everything basically. So at this point, my computer is running on literal minimum. Only the things that I actually need to be running are in fact running. So that's the plan. I don't know if it's going to work, but that's the plan. So it's basically coming down to closing things like Discord and Slack and making sure there's no Chrome stuff open. At this point, short of closing, I don't even know what I would close past this. I suppose looking at it, I could probably close my Stream Deck stuff. Oh, Stream Deck, you're bad. Why is your context menu so horribly placed? There it is. All right, sure. I'm going to quit even Stream Deck, even though it shouldn't be doing much of anything. The only things that are running are currently Steam, because it has to be, the game, OBS, Cardia, which is the new heart rate monitor thing that I'm using right now. It seems to be much more responsive, which is really good. It doesn't have everything I want because I want the graph, the history graph. I think that's really cool. If I'm going to get that, I'm going to have to code this shit myself. We'll see if I get there. I think I can, but we'll see. That's not really here or there at this point. I guess there are some other things that I can close here. The thing is, if I have to close everything, I'm going to be sad. Like, absolutely everything. I guess I can quit that. I don't need the Adobe Cloud thing open, but it's not going to close. Yeah, I've closed everything at this point. Right, and the other thing that's running is, of course, Toby, the eye tracker that I use. So, we're going to see if this works. And I realize I just probably capped my mic. Oh, all right. I don't even remember where we are. This is my first time recording this since getting back from holidays. So, it's going to be a little bit of a remember. And hopefully you guys enjoy having the actual reasonable heart rate monitor. If it codes well, if it works well, I'll probably use this instead of Pulsoid. I don't like running something through my phone. It's just one extra step that can go wrong and takes extra time and effort to set up. Like if the internet dies, it doesn't matter while I'm recording. I mean, if I were streaming, it'd be a different thing. But while I'm recording, if the internet dies, we enter this problem of now the heart rate monitor doesn't work, which is the exact same problem as before. If you're using Pulsoid. Which it works fine. It works fine, but that's more of a I don't want to be dependent on other things. All right, we're back in here. And we have whispers.
The whole system locks down if the security camera spots me. Maybe I can connect to it with the biogauge.
Ah, I see. I'm also trying to keep an eye on the left just to see if it lags horribly. So I need to watch out for cameras. Something fierce.
Unauthorized access. Unauthorized access. Security en route. Please await lethal response.
Shane, we made it to the door. Definitely not Orochi. It looks ancient, but they've been here. There's equipment near the base and there's a strange artifact on a pedestal. If they found a way inside, there's gonna be record of it.
I'll see what I can find out.
Welcome, Dr. Inovolkova. Your laboratory has been prepared. Please proceed directly to room 7A. Your activities are being monitored. Please enjoy your stay at Argus. Ooh, there's a redacted access in there. So we want to go to 7A. Operations halted. Alert level 4. Time to reconnect once every 40 seconds. Stand by spare. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, dang it.
Huh. Is that a circuit box beyond the door?
Oh, it's going the other way. I was like, there's no minuses. Alright, so we either go through 1 plus 1. Sorry, 1 plus 2. Bet you I need to get over there. Well, if I don't have to go over there yet, I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to have to run from robots. Although I'm...
Oh my god. Declan, there are layers to this place. An entire complex. I can't believe this was right under our feet.
Josie was right. Volkova knew.
This can't be real.
When did they have the time and resources to build this entire thing? Excavation for Argus facility are complete. The central robotics hub is at full capacity with better than expected model rotation and mechanical degradation well within tolerances. Air circulation systems in visitor area and interrogation, oh lovely, are operational with a proprietary mountain stream sent added to oxygen supplies. Security systems online and assigned alert designation based on Manticore guidelines. Recent increases in field malfunctions has slowed progress on transit systems for subterranean offices. While not outside expected range, the specificity and consistency of repairs needed has been logged. Suspicious activity report submitted to control. Resources have been diverted to drilling operations following the recent discovery of an ice vein. Geothermal systems have increased significantly during this period, and energy systems have been fully converted from the secondary solar to underground systems. So they ran the upper base with the solar and the lower base on geothermal. Containment. Those are some, okay, so Eden Hub, Eden Site A. Okay, that implies that they're trying to restart life somewhere. Presumably underneath I almost said the Earth's core, the Mars's core. Is that how you would say that? Underneath the Mars's surface? Underneath the surface of Mars. Because Earth is actually the Earth. Mars is not the Mars. So underneath the Earth's core, it's underneath Mars's core. Yeah. Or Mars's core means surface. Alright. Don't mind my random language analytics. Thinking of things in language that I haven't thought of before. Graham T, thank you for the greeting there, Invictus. How's the LZ? Landing site is clear. It's a little dusty, but it's home. Systems check says we're good for approach. Current course puts us atmosphere at 842. Be sure to give us proper Mars welcome. Over. Angeles, I come. Next check-in at 8:30. Cyrano, set check-in at 8:30. At this time, make sure your seats and tray tables are in their fully upright position. Over. Calibrating comms. Transmission.
They disturb the divine engine, disrupt the barrier, seek a well of knowledge that swallows up. Out the airlock they went, fragile minds scattered to the vacuum, extinguished by the breath.
We're not doing this.
It's showing a Spiderweb series circuit box over there. Wait. No, I wanted to connect to it. I used the camera to connect to the circuit box. That's interesting. Alright, so we need... Oh. Oh, I'm dumb. There were multiple things in range. Weird. I guess it is close to in view. Alright, check out Z pathogen containment procedure require control approval, clearance level insufficient. Okay, this starts at the bottom, chronologically anyway. Blood bag. Interesting. So, pulled out a blood bag. And then a bacteria, AL17. And then... Ooh, manual override. So got the pathogen out. 4 of them? 7, 8, 9, and 11. Oh, that's check in. Production cost 1.6 billion. Production cost through Project Eden 9 billion. Complications: units do not operate as speculated in the Martian atmosphere. Oh yeah, actually no, I do. I see it highlighted in the camera. Oh, there's a hole right there. Now, if only I was smart enough to move while I was connected to stuff. I understand why you can't do that, because the controls don't really allow for it. Site 9, continue to report. Site 9 continues to be the focus of the Mars operation. The artifact recovered have been invaluable. Icarus team reports unprecedented preservation of pieces that have been carbonated over 30,000 years old. Security has been difficult to maintain, but no authorization has been given for the Invictus team clearance. Created items by date, weight, and priority. Genesis relief, or sorry, Genesis. Gneiss relief. Gneiss pedestal. Serpentine statuette, obsidian pendant, basaltic andesite, olivine serpentine statuette, serpentine figure, serpentine staff. Discovery of preserved ice vein beneath the site. Resources diverted. Outside operation continue at reduced priority. Samples return negligible, low priority. Quaalude, Quietude 3. Quietude 3 returned basalt base. Oh gosh darn it, whatever. Deposits promising. Initial scan of sample analysis. Scan sample route. Organic molecules discovered. No fossilization. Promising site. That was 16. We saw these earlier. Based on E71, analyzed microfossils discovered. Crystal formation report. Cyanobacteria. Evidence of microbial life on Mars. Recommended action: stand by to divert Invictus team after Cyrano crew relief. So the Cyrano crashing was not part of the plan. I wouldn't expect it to be part of the plan, mind you. Oh, turn on the conveyor belt. I mean, yeah. Yeah, see, I can connect via that. Okay, so we gotta go down 5.
That turned on the conveyor belt. I should be able to get through the room next door if I head back.
It's not clear. Oh, we just turned it on once. The fuck was that? Should sideways here. Oh, it's getting framey, I think. This message is displayed in the event of a catastrophic system failure or attack on this facility by an unknown, possibly trans-dimensional entity. If you are reading this, all doors are open to materials protected by blast shielding and security measures. This extra security is an effort to protect any sensitive information from being and also from you. Please be aware that NDK-13 advanced Android models are designed for excavation and transport functionality, and thus have the internal hydraulic capacity to ambulate and carry over 1,000 kilograms. While an admittedly impressive engineering feat, during level 4 threat, their primary logic function is overwritten and they will impulse as needed to avoid injury or death. Seek out the nearest Manticore-approved panic shelter. There are currently 0 shelter facilities in your area. Level 4 security protocol. All personnel access restricted. Z pathogen detected. Emergency protocol activated. Containment procedures activated. Overseer console override required. Oh.
Must be Volko. Smells like gasoline and fertilizer. It's completely wrecked.
Okay, we got a lot of reading here. I begin with Rhizophora DNA, the possibility of creating decades worth of mangrove trees root network within days or even hours, and the ability to control their patterns. One could weave a root network that would protect whole eroding coastlines from waves and storms. Today I make my first introduction between Rhizophora and Z-Path. It is the first time I've smiled in a long time. The warmth burns my cheeks. Progress is exponential. With access to real equipment, keeping my excursions minimal to preserve secrecy is a necessary evil, I suppose. Dr. Van Buren continues to assist in the greenhouse. He may be suspicious of my sudden focus on plant growth formulae, but he remains preoccupied with his protocols and failsafes. The places Z-Path can take us are boundless. I believe it is the key to reaching a place where we can swap sequences of prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells as freely as a weaver splices threads on a loom. As the Rhizophora feeds, the Z-Path grows more comfortable. I recognize the improper terminology, but it is clear. Its movements are less erratic. It breathes slowly. The roots expand at a constant rate. The leaves extend and flex. Reactions to magnetic pulses are less severe. The metamorphosis is fascinating. Interesting. So it basically sounds like you can mix plant and animal tissues with bacteria. Today I moved my hand. I reached out for an instrument that wasn't within my reach. I'm unsure as to why. There was no scientific impulse or protocol for it. Possibly sleep deprivation, but I reached out to pick up a laser diode 5 feet away as naturally as if it were in my back pocket. But it wasn't my hand that grasped the instrument. It was the Z-Path. 2 thin tendrils extended outward from the valerian blossom to scoop it up. The tendril swiftly curved and extended through the air, then deposited the diode in my hand and retreated. The valerian, unable to extend as quickly, altered its stem structure, growing a thin, vine-like piece which drooped to the counter as the tendrils receded again. I will attempt this experiment again tomorrow once I have rested. Even my sensibilities have limits, and I question whether I dreamed the entire event. Having plants do your will. You're a waterbender. The infected mice, the enlightened specimen, the Z-Path makes them grow stronger, just like the mangrove tree. I don't want to see those mice. They voraciously search for food. Their forms surprisingly similar, less chaotic than the others. The protuberants extend outward from their mouths. Their ligaments contort beneath their skin and as they stand bipedal. Am I creating them? They resemble sunflowers, seed-like teeth, and slithering petals. They crave my affection, demand my attention like children, like pets. They snarl at Lucas when he kissed me? Not in front of the kids, I said. But are they not my children? Are they not all my children? The Rhizophora? The Valerian Solanum Lycopersicum? Amophilia Brevioligulata. They just hate me. Brevioligulata. Musculus. They have... okay. It's a list, so you gotta read it with the right cadence, but it's fucking hard because these are stupid words. The Rhizophora, the Valerian, Solanum Lycopersicum, Amophilia Breviolata, Musculus. They have all shared in my blood, sucked the sweat from the tips of my fingers. The T's are so subtle. I tell them how to grow, and they stretch outward to the infinite. The connection is undeniable. Betrayal! The Z-Path spoke to me today, not in words, but I felt it as it moved along the walls of the Argus. I could taste the metal on my tongue as it slithered into the cracks between the seams. I told it to stop, and it obeyed, patiently waiting for me to descend in the elevator. My daughter was excited to see me. It wanted to show me something. The computer monitor flashed, and I saw Dr. Van Buren standing over the roots of the mangrove, injecting a serum into it. My body shuddered as the Z-Path trembled. How could he betray us like this? We will make him suffer for this. She grows so fast, Rhizophora, my child. She was so hungry today. The blood meal was not enough. Her teeth are so sharp against the flesh of my breast. I nursed her for an hour. My head swims. That's fucked up. We were already weird, and then it went weirder. I've made my decision. I can't understand why I hesitated so long. Why did I allow them to control me? I will escape this prison. Orochi seeks to contain me. Lucas destroys my children. The walls themselves betray me. Moving closer. I work. This frail human body betrays me. Tired, sleepless, the muscles ache and twist. Circulatory and nervous systems trembling so I can feel my heartbeat shuddering. My plants feel the vibrations. Vibrations that travel on vectors our feeble senses have yet even to discover. They call out to me, my children. It has already begun. My child, I touched its hand in the blackness and circled my wrist. The Z-Path swirled into my system, and it speaks to me in tones. It beckons me to the mangrove tree, and there we will embrace. Together, we will remove all impediments. The work will be glorious. All right. So that's her descent into madness. Don't do that. Okay. Alright, we've reached a checkpoint. Like, I'll be honest, I do not trust the security systems being off. Alright, feed, recent communications. Right now we have a job to do, but I count 7 bodies, Declan. And when we take it home, when we make it home, and we will make it home, I won't rest until I put a bullet into every single skull responsible for this. Shane's on it. You weren't serious back there, were you? I'll see what I can find out. We made it to the door. Definitely not Orochi. It looks ancient, but they've been here. There's equipment near the base, and there's a strange artifact on a pedestal. If they found a way inside, there's going to be record of it. Let's go. This can't be real. Josie was right. Volkova knew. There are layers. Oh, this is literally what I just said. There are layers of this place, an entire complex. I can't believe it was right under our feet. They knew what Volkova was doing was fucking dangerous. They didn't care. She didn't care either. Are you hearing this shit? I'm heading down. I've walked by it 100 times. There's an elevator in the center of the research lab. The server room has an elevator. Oh, this is backwards. It's backwards. I hate... Wait, is it? I don't know. Yeah, it's backwards. Because I said there's an elevator in the center of the research lab. The server room has an elevator. Gotta stop doing that. Hitting escape to get out of those terminals.
The CEO of Orochi? Holy shit, why is this here?
Alright, more reading. Let's get ready. Excavations continue, although the progress is hampered by drilling equipment shorts and droid malfunctions. Control has authorized an increase in NDK-13 sense droid presence. I said sense, it's series. NDK-13 series droid presence. Damaged units have been noted, but the continued push has made it necessary to leave these units behind. Current objective is to discover the source of a centralized energy anomaly. Recent incident during infrared mapping. NDK-13.09A reported critical system failure before complete deactivation. Upon attempted recovery, NDK-13.87B video feed displayed the droid shattering into pieces, rendered unsalvageable. Distinctive teeth markings, traces of carbon material, and saliva. Report logged with control. Pyramidal marker unresponsive. Deterioration renders dating negligible. Potential items here are indistinct, poor quality. Analysis of site inconclusive. Site closed. Assets reassigned to geothermal excavation. Additional assets diverted to Site 9 and excavation operation underway. Site 9 has been upgraded to the highest priority. Initial visual inspection shows an expansive entryway with carvings that suggest a combination of mechanical and hand tooling. The base relief murals are carved directly into the natural gneiss. Is it just gneiss? And olivine deposits that form the cliff face. Each of the tall columns and pedestals display a detailed frieze. Oh, I wanted to say facade. Frieze? Featuring repeated phrases in what appear to be a three-dimensional language structure. M90 Badger 2 dispatched to cave-in near the entrance. X-ray reveals several side tunnels and entryways which should provide passage to deeper areas.
Okay, I think I found what we're looking for.
Copy. We're at the device now.
The network used an algorithm to brute force a solution. The key requires a high-frequency vibration. Tune your biogauge scanner output to 31 kilohertz.
Got it. There we are.
Scans of the Martian.
And we have an activated Martian artifact. We're in business, Shane.
Nothing here says what the next step is.
Now you got us this far. We'll figure it out from here.
They're all gonna die.
Thanks, Shane.
Dr. Shane Newhart, elite spy operative, taking care of business.
Scans of the Martian artifact reveal an electromagnetic signature shared between the device and the mechanism with the stone gate. Considering the connection, I accessed the remote control and attempted to discover a wireless connection. First, through a magnetic pulse, and then a more standard sonic frequency. A sustained high-frequency sound at 31 kilohertz activates the artifact, which is what we just shared, except we read this instantly when we flipped over to it. As suspected, the artifact was simply a password device as a key to open the door. I composed a simple brute force algorithm to gain entry to the Martian gate. After 12.31 minutes, the doorway opened. Is that supposed to be like 12 hours and 31 minutes, or is that actually 12.31 minutes? Which nobody would ever describe a minute in 0.31 because it's not base 100. Anyway. Right.
I can't move this one. I don't think I have a choice. Just go for it.
Yep, I knew shit was gonna go sideways. Oh, that one's blocked. Okay. Is there something I can connect to? I didn't realize that I could actually just step to the left. Oh. Yeah, I definitely just saw a robot walking around. Okay. We lifted the security lockdown, though. That's so weird. I'm guessing that the door always was locked. Oh, boy. It's really far behind again. Last time stopping recording didn't actually make this any better, but maybe if I stop recording, close everything up, it'll be fine. So I'm actually going to go ahead and give that a go. You've mostly caught up. You can tell that something's wrong because the eye tracker is just horribly off and laggy. Anyway, we'll get back to this. All right, and we're back. So it seems like restarting everything fixes it a little bit. Certainly not perfect for what I'm seeing, but it's reasonable. Oh shit. Okay. I see how this needs to be done. Oh, hello. Am I going to die? Yes, I am. Oh, are there just two robots? Yeah, I died. Alright, so this is actually going to be a good place to end this episode. Because we're going to restart at a checkpoint. I don't know where that robot came from, but it let me move after I got hit by it, and then I just immediately got hit again. So I think I got caught on either side by two robots. Whoops. Either way, thank you guys for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it got a little bad at the end again. It definitely seems like it's a time thing. Like, the longer I play, the worse it gets. So maybe I just need to force these episodes to not be 40 minutes long. I'm going to double check and see if the times that things start getting bad correlate. And I'm just going to wonder if it has something to do with just maybe a memory leak in the game. Like, I would believe that. And it wouldn't affect things as seriously if you were just running the game, but when you're running recording, it also seems to cause some problems. I don't know. It's just a thought. Don't know for sure. We learned a lot of really cool stuff this episode, which is awesome. I liked learning a whole bunch of stuff about all the things that are going on here. And hopefully our team that is exploring the area with the artifact is not going to die. I'm fairly certain that they are all going to be dead by the end of this, but we never do know for sure. So yeah, I will see you all next time. And until then, keep your gears turning.